Afternoon. This is Nita and Miss Panda with the Timepiece Garden. She's out keeping the world safe from rabid squirrels. And I'm in garden too. Yeah, I forgot to video. So I have a gator cart full, or gorilla cart full. I don't know why I want to call it a gator cart. What am I removing? The nostrums, the buckwheat. You can see the weeds here that are growing. I don't know why I said nostrums. It was Nicotina over here that I'm removing. I'm probably going to leave my little row of nostrums there until they just die back on their own. I'll probably leave those zinnias there until they die back on their own. But everything else in here has got to get weeded and cleaned up. And then replanted. My garlic is supposed to go here, and I'm late. Garlic should have been in the ground 2 weeks ago. So, starting with this bed first. You can see where I cut my path open, trimmed back my my asparagus there, just, so I can easy access in and out. All right, let me get done. Not gonna be a lot to show you. Garlic is in the ground. What you'll see is a clean bed, except for the yellow zinnia and the nostrums there. Everything else will be cleaned up and gone. All right, talk to you in a few. I don't know if you can see them. There you go. You see the little black dot flying? That is my male and female bald eagle. Trying to take my gloves off so I can see if I can zoom in and let you see what I see. White head, white tail feathers. So they were crying out just a minute ago. It was awesome. Anyway, they're both hanging out. See, now we're into the sun. Woo, I can't look into the sun. They're both hanging out. They're both calling. They're both playing on the airwaves. And now that I'm talking, they're quiet. They've gone over that way in the trees. Oh, no, here they come again. Oh, they're hanging right at the edge of the trees. Anyway, it's one of those, I have bald eagles up here. I know it. I know they're a mated pair, and they've claimed this mountain. I don't always get them on film. So, I won't lie. I'm over there trying to clean, and they started talking to each other. And I'm like, oh, quick, get the camera. All right, well, let me get back in here and get to work. And if they come back, I'll try and video some more. All right, talk to you in a few. All right, again, not a huge difference. What you're seeing is as a bed, the dirt looks freshly turned. I've added some soil amenities, just some plant food, some bone meal, things that the garlic will like. Kind of like tulips, they like the bone meal. They are a bulbous type plant. So, all turned. All the weeds are gone. Again, left my yellow zinnia, left the nostrum over there. What's next is I'm going to go ahead and jump over to the next row. I'm going to take my eggplants out because they're not doing anything. Any vines that do not have a butternut squash. See, there's not a pretty butternut squash. There's one there, and there's a green one right there. Any vines that have a squash on it that are still not ripe get to stay. Otherwise, it gets to go. Now, the cucamelon right there is still living life large and loving it, so I'm going to leave the cucamelon there. But otherwise, you can kind of see left and right. It's time to clean it up. All right, let me get busy. Talk to you in a few. All right, I'm going to say done just in time. Sun's gone behind the mountain, and when it does, again, I start to get really cool. Summer for me is over. So things that we did, trim back the asparagus a little, put a little fence here. That way if any of the larger prongs that are still left fall, they don't fall on the electric fence. Garlic there, Garlic, garlic, garlic. I actually didn't quite have enough garlic, so I went ahead in this area, and since I had already fed it like I did for the garlic, I went ahead and put some turnips here. Down there where the eggplants were, I put some radishes in. Both of them will grow fast enough in a short enough time period that I should be able to harvest radishes and turnips. And if not, I'll cold frame them just like I did last year, and they'll be fine. Now this cucamelon I left because he's still doing really well and is still really green and is still producing. Left the zinnias around here. You can kind of see where there's 2 cucamelons right there I need to harvest. But you can see I've still got the butternut squashes here. There's 2 of them that are not ready to be harvested yet. Stem is still quite green. Same thing here with my other butternut squash. These turn orange, not tan. Same thing, stem is not turned brown yet, or even started to turn brown. So they're not ready to harvest yet. Now this is where the butterfly pea was, in between this area. And it's down, it's all down, cut back. So what a lot of that is in there is the blue butterfly seed pods. And there was a cucamelon that was growing in here with it. Harvested all of those, and then zinnias for seeds. What do I have? I have another squash. And then there's another squash down there at the end. Kind of see him down there. There he is. Anyway, taking down the stuff that I've taken down will allow a lot more sunlight in here, so these last little few squashes should harvest up or ripen up. I'm gonna say quickly and or well. We're supposed to have another hot spell or warm spell next week. So looking forward to that. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Otherwise, I'm gonna go take that stuff in and get it processed, and close up the garden for another night. I might walk over and see if I've got any tomatoes to harvest. Don't know, I'm not sure yet. I want to clean up over here first. Put away what needs to be put away. The rakes, the tools, the feed, all the stuff that I do. And I just kind of go from there. This is the backside of the asparagus. You can it's still really healthy. Doing what it does. All right, with that, y'all have an awesome day. And Miss Panda and I will talk to you later. What you doing, bad girlfriend? What you doing, bad girlfriend? Jewel, come. Panda, come. Panda, come. There's Mama's girlfriend. There's Mama's girlfriend, huh? There's Mama's girlfriend. There's so good babies, huh? It's so good babies. I know we're in the garden, huh? I know we're in the garden, huh? Yes, you're such a good girl, huh? You're such a good girl. Yes, you are. You're Mama's girlfriend, huh? You're Mama's girlfriend. You're Mama's girlfriend. All right, y'all. Have a great day. All right. It's a little different harvest video than most. Yeah, I was picking zinnias, put them in a pot, or excuse me, in a vase. Bring them inside for a little while. Set them up over on the kitchen window. I think that'd be awesome. Tomatoes, cucamelons, not processed them yet. That's all garden waste. Got to go back to the garden. And then seed heads, yellows and oranges, and all the way down to light pinks and poofies. And then blue butterfly pods. And those back there in the corner, some calendula seed heads. Not a lot of food today. Oh, there you go, big old butternut squash. One of them too. See where the stem has gone brown on the outside. That means he's harvestable. Yeah, looks like FTD Forest lives here, doesn't it? So I like that head. Anyway, thought I'd share. Y'all have an awesome evening, and I will talk to you later.